Hello and welcome to Upstack America's Oracle EBS Financials Functional Training. I'm your instructor Bob, and today we are going to discuss the patching process. Now, what is a patch? A patch is basically a set of programming changes that are applied to the Oracle application from the back end. Okay? It's a set of programming changes that is applied to the Oracle application from the back end. And why do you need to know all this patching process? Because you, as a functional consultant, you are going to do some of the testing that is required when a patch is applied into the system. Okay? Now, the whole patching process, the actual patching is done by the technical team, okay? But even though you are not the one who is supposed to do the actual patching, you need to know the process. Even though your work is to just do the testing, you need to understand this whole process, okay? That way, you will be a good Oracle Financials Functional Consultant. Okay, now why would a client need to do a patch? One of the reasons would be to update or upgrade the system. For example, maybe the client may want to move from the current release of the Oracle system, from the older release of the Oracle system into the most current release, for example, from 12.1.3 to 12.2.5. And in this case, they will need to apply a patch to upgrade the system. Okay? Another need would be to fix a malfunction or a bug. I think we discussed this in my previous classes on issues that you may face when you're out there working as a consultant. And we said that one of the issues would be where you find maybe the system has a bug and you may need to seek support or solution for that bug. Okay, another need for patching will be to fix any security vulnerability. Okay, and another need would be to improve performance and usability of the Oracle system. Now, who does the patching? Like I said, the patching is done by the technical people, and these are the DBAs, database administrators, or the developers or programmers. Okay, developers and programmers are pretty much the same people. Okay, these are the guys who write codes and things like that. Okay, so those are the people who do the patching, depending on what kind of patch that you, the client, want to apply onto the system. Now, this is a simplified patching process, and I'm gonna go through it really quick. Now, the first step would be to identify the patch. Now, normally this is done by the functional and technical team. Okay, you as a functional consultant, you will have discussions with the technical team, and seek to identify which patch is best to fix whatever the problem that you have or whatever the issue is. Okay, and then this patch is identified from the Oracle Metalink portal. Okay, my Oracle support portal. Okay, so you'll go to that portal if it's you or the technical team, and you will be able to search for the patch. Now, once the patch is identified, then the patch is downloaded. Normally, this part is done by the technical team. They will download the patch into the environment or the Oracle instance where the patch needs to be applied. Now, the next step would be to apply the patch in a development environment. Okay, I've discussed in my previous classes what a development environment is. Okay, so that's where normally the patch will first be applied in that environment. Then the testing is done in the development environment by the technical team, Of course, once they apply the patch, they'll have to make sure that it has been applied successfully, and it's working the way you're expecting it to work. Okay. Now, the next thing would be to apply the patch in a test environment, which also is done by the technical team. So they'll move this patch from the development environment and move it, once they are satisfied that it's good, they'll move it into the test environment. They would apply it there. Okay? Now, once it's applied in the test environment, then it's tested in that test environment. Now, who does the testing? Of course, the technical team will check and make sure that everything is fine. And then after that, they will inform the functional team. And you, as a functional consultant, you'll be involved in the testing. Okay? You'll have to come up with your test scripts and the test cases, the scenarios. What do you want to test? Okay? And make sure the system is working perfectly. Okay? And now, once everything is tested, then you'll get the approval as a functional consultant, and also as the technical team, they will get the approval to move that patch into the production environment. Okay, so the patch will be deployed in the production environment. Now, what is the plan for patching? Okay, you don't just wake up today and then decide, hey, you know what? We want to do patching today. There has to be a plan. Okay, there's so many risks that are associated with patching, and therefore there is a need for enough planning for that patching process. Okay, now the first thing is of course the stakeholders will agree on the need to patch. Okay, depending on the need of the client, whatever the need is, whether it's an upgrade, whether it's a bug that is being fixed, whether it's any security issues that needs to be fixed, things like those. So you will agree on the need to have a patch and fix it in the system. And then now, as the stakeholders, you will identify the most skilled technical team to do the job. Okay, whether you need a database administrators, whether you need your developers. Then once you identify that, you will need also to plan for system backups. Okay, in case of any data corruption, where can you go and find the original system? Okay, you need to have a backup system. Okay, in case of anything. All right, and then you need to plan the impact and maintenance of the system. Okay, now when you're applying these patches, you will need to come up with the timing when the patch will be applied, because you can't just go into the system, whether it's a development instance or whether it's a test instance or whether it's a production instance. You can't just go into that instance and just start doing the patching. Okay, because there are users who use the instances or environments, whether they are development environments, whether it's test or whether it's production. So the team needs to know, whoever uses those systems, they need to know when the patch will be applied. Okay, and mostly the system will be taken down when you are doing the patch. So during that time, when the system is down, how long will it be? How long will people lose that environment? Okay, so you have to plan ahead. Okay, you have to plan ahead on the impact that the patching will create. Okay, now also you will have to plan on the testing of the patch. Like I said, most of the testing will be done by the functional people, once of course the technical team has applied the patch, and also even the business side. Okay, they will have to do the testing, because normally anything that goes into production, someone from the business must approve and say, hey, you know what, this thing looks fine and it's the right time now to move this into production. Okay, so you'll have to plan ahead on the testing need, who will do the testing. Now, Next, I wanted to show you how it looks on the Oracle Metalink system, and how you can actually go and look for the patch on the system, on the portal, sorry. Okay, so this is how the portal looks like. I think I've shared this screenshot before on the Oracle Metalink. Now, my Oracle support or Metalink contains many features and capabilities that are grouped under tabs. Okay, you can see the different tabs. All right. Okay, so one of the tabs is for patches and updates. Okay, for example, whatever I'm showing on this screen is the tab for the patches and updates. Okay, so you'll go to that tab and look for that. Okay, if you want to look for the patch. All right, now the next thing that you can see on the Oracle support or Metalink portal is where you can search for the desired patch based on your specific configurations. Okay, so you can search based on your specific configurations, and then also there's a feature that you can use called the recommended patch advisor, and then that one will let you find the recommended patches based on your need. Okay, here. Okay, now the next thing that I wanted to show you is the actual patch. So once you search, you can see the patch here. Okay, here you can see the patch, and you need to click on that patch, and it will take you to the patch page where you can also view the bugs that were resolved by the patch. And this is the page that shows whatever bugs were resolved, and you can see the bug names and all that. Okay, the bug number and the details of the bug. And also in the same page, you can download the patch to the system. Okay, whether it's you or the technical team. Like I said, technical team is the one mostly will be doing the download and application of the patch. So they'll do that part. Okay, so it's very, very important that you understand this patching process, even though as a functional consultant, you are not the one who will be doing the actual patching. Okay, like I said, the actual patching will be done by the technical team, but you will be mostly be involved in the decision making and the actual testing of the patches, the functional testing of the patch. Okay, so thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next classes.